Hello, Big Brother fans. Wasn't last night's episode really exciting? At least it was for me. Um, I don't like how they spent so much time on the HOH competition, but I think they had to do it, I guess, for us to understand or follow what was going on, during it, and the promises that April made to Michelle. I thought personally that April looked like she probably could have hung on quite a bit more than Michelle, but when they start bargaining like that, and she almost sounded desperate. So I'm guessing that she looked good, but she probably wasn't feeling really good. But Michelle was visibly shaken. I mean, you knew she was gonna go. So April making the promises didn't make any sense to me at all. She would have fallen anyway. But I know a lot of it is probably editing, but when April swore to God that she wouldn't put up Jesse and then ended up putting him up, I mean, I think she had to put him up because her alliance would have thought something fishy. But it was also interesting that when Memphis was talking to Keisha, that she found out about the keeping Jesse safe deal that was made up there. She should have come clean, to her people. I'm sorry, the cat. She should have come clean to her people and, just said, I promised to keep Jesse safe, and just kept it flat out there, without having to have people find things out. That's one of the things with alliances, boy, they will twist you around. I mean, look at how they're trying to twist Keisha. I mean, you can't have friends, apparently, in the house. I mean, they can be on your opposite team, but you can at least be friendly. Nobody says that you have to keep to your own and, leave them out of the equation. That's ridiculous. And I think it was even 3 or 4 days ago that's what Ollie said. He was getting sick of his alliance because he said, he's not even being allowed to have friends, which that's just, it's just silly. He was saying something like, if he's talking to Jesse, all of a sudden everybody's thinking that he's got a secret alliance with Jesse. So he's, he was getting tired of it back then, and I can see where that could happen, very much so. I love it how Libra, she's very intuitive. I know she's irritating to a lot of you people, but I mean, they cut to her, so, she knows. She said, I think he threw it. Something is just not right. Something is just not right. And then, of course, she planted that seed in people's heads, because later on, was it April came in, or was it, gosh, I'm looking at my notes. I'm sorry. April came in and says that she thinks he's the twist. I think he's America's player. I mean, they've totally caught on. And so, especially with the odd things that he's going to be asked to do, the hug, if you don't want to know, just, don't listen to me. Jesse was the one chosen, and he was able to pull it off, people. I'll try to insert a photo. Let's see what else. And there is somebody put up a video, liveblog.tv or .com or something like that. You'll see it. I would encourage you to go look at it. How Dan eats that hug out of Jesse. I am not a Jesse fan at all, but I do have to say though that he does seem like, I mean, we only get to see just the brief periods that we are allowed to see, but I think he may be a really good guy in real life. I mean, the way he was trying to be there for Dan, and Dan does the hug and then the smile at the camera. That was ace. That was just too funny. I think he could be a really good guy. I choose not to see that, however. Okay, so I think that's it. That's it for my wrap up.